a torrent of new pro blasters from the big brands, silly shells yeet themselves further into the hobby, and the summer event season heats up.
I'm Grim.
I'm Vile Mods.
I'm Beret.
I'm Jangular.
And I'm KT of Family Foam Sport.
We are your hosts, all that and a lot more in episode 38 of the Foam News Collective. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
A new Pro Blaster from XShot. Reddit user TransmogLabs shared an image of the new XShot Pro Fury X from Amazon. Sporting the same styling as the Pro Longshot, the Pro Fury X is a top prime mag-fed Springer that features slamfire. Claiming ranges of 140 feet, including 1 magazine and 40 Pro darts, this is XShot's first exclusively half-length compatible blaster, and with a very competitive price of $15. The current listing shows it as unavailable and no official word from XShot on a release date.
The floodgates have opened on the Nerf Pro line. Once Corvalith leaked Walmart listings for the Nerf Pro Sender and Torrent, the information embargo seemed to drop, and we have been treated to a massive wave of information and footage from the May 29th influencer gathering at Hasbro HQ, as well as a few others who have gotten these blasters in hand early. First up is the Sender, a bullpup angled mag-fed flywheeler running on 8 AA batteries and coming in at $50 USD. Additionally, we have our first Nerf Pro Springer, the Torrent. With a mag and grip design and no slamfire, the Torrent is priced at $30 USD. Both blasters claim 150 FPS performance, which seems accurate based on the chronograph footage we've seen so far. Thanks to 3D Barbecue on Instagram, we have confirmation that these blasters are compatible with Angle Talon magazines, although we don't yet know if Nerf's new mags are fully cross-compatible with other Angle Talon blasters. Both blasters have removable back caps with hidden in-strike stock attachment points, giving users a multitude of shouldering options, and both blasters include safety eyewear. Along with new Pro blasters is a new Nerf Pro dart. Instead of the Strife X's cut-down AccuStrikes, these darts have narrow tips like most of the other short dart currently on the market. According to the packaging, these new darts are 13.1 millimeters in diameter on the thicker side for the short darts and 38 millimeters long. This could be used to get a tighter seal in some blasters, but may also be incompatible with some barrels used in the hobby.
Inside Hasbro, there are 2 wolves. Or at least there will be once the newest addition to the Nerf Junior line hits shelves. The Nerf Junior Wild Wolf Pack is a pair of 2-shot Smart AR blasters, racers in wolves clothing, with the addition of front set dart storage. Although General Strife found us a Bodega Herrera listing for 589 pesos, around $32 US, this may not be an accurate final price. The set comes with 20 Nerf Elite darts, making it the second straggler after the Fortnite halftone hero to still fire Elites after Nerf announced their commitment to move all their mainline products to the new N1 dart. Whether this means that Elite darts will live on in the Nerf Junior line or that this design was already in the pipeline when the change was made is yet to be seen.
Seen in the wild. Dart Zone's previously teased Venom Pro made its debut at Fan Zone this past weekend. Dart Zone at Fan Zone. Okay. Helping run the booth, Dart Sweep and Captain Xavier were able to give some first impressions and firing demos. The back of the grip has a flywheel rev switch, which you need to squeeze before pulling the trigger. The Venom Pro is confirmed to also be compatible with Nightingale mags, and if you want to reduce the performance, you can insert the Dart Zone printed scar down the barrel. Also debuting at Fan Zone, confirming a long outstanding leak, the Stryker 2.0. Sporting a similar green paint scheme as the Venom Pro with some extra details, this really feels like the Stryker Tomcat 2.0, given its quick swap ability between the included 25 dart drum and the curved 15 dart magazine. This is done using an included half dart adapter, similar to community designs for the Tomcat like from Bobo Innovation. Dart Zone even threw in a scar barrel. Both of these blasters are confirmed to be $50 and coming to Target late July.
XShot's Insanity line is getting possibly its most sane release. The XShot Insanity series Motorized Clip Mania seems to be XShot's answer to the Dart Zone Thunderbolt, a mag-fed flywheeler that runs on 6 AA batteries. Likely priced around $35, the Clip Mania comes with 3 15-round magazines and 72 darts, plus tack rail magazine holders and the usual Insanity series decorative dart holder, as well as an adjustable end strike stock. The clip Mania has only been seen so far in German, Spanish, and Mexican retail sites found by General Strife and Willis 00788. At this point, there is no telling how soon we may see them become available.
Since its release, the Nerf Deploy has been the butt of many jokes in the hobby for its lackluster performance, despite an undeniably cool deployment mechanism. There have been a few attempts to convert it to flywheeler or direct plunger blaster, but most of these designs are either bespoke, challenging, one-of-a-kind builds, or they lose the feature entirely. Doublestriker, also known as Performance Mods on Etsy, has created a complete half-dart direct plunger tube kit that keeps the deploy's best gimmick. The kit includes files for the printed parts needed for the conversion, but will require a worker retaliator plunger assembly, as well as additional hardware, which can be purchased and shipped worldwide on Performance Mods Etsy, or sourced separately if you want different barrel options. Expected performance is around 120 to 130 FPS, using a 7 kilogram retaliator spring, putting it right in the HVZ sweet spot. Links to the file and hardware kit to dab on those deploy haters will be down in the description.
If you caught episode 34 of our podcast with Sillybutts, you know that he has a lot of plans for the future of his new Silly Shells platform, and already we're starting to see a variety of designers create interesting and fun ways to use them. Lightning Eagle 14 created an adapter to fire silly shells from any half-inch PVC compatible blaster, including a variety of old school builds. It even has a shell ejection lever. Dom's 3D Print Shop created a collet adapter for any metal barrel that allows you to stick a silly shell on the end of it. It has a TPU printable gasket and can also be used as a scar with the rifled elite shell left on. Magma Blaze 19 created a drop-in silly shell adapter for the rival Fate. With K25 and seal improvements, it hits harder with Mega XL than stock Mega XL blasters do. And now that you're using your Fate to fire Mega XL, Mr. Wozy can help you adapt your Boom Dozer to fire silly shells as well. His replacement cylinder takes 6 shells and looks like a pretty easy install. Radioactive Windmill heard that Sillybutts like shells, so he put silly shells inside a 40 max shell so you can fire a shell from your shell. And finally, Chance made a mid-lock adapter specifically for silly shells, also capable of holding Mega XL darts.
With new platforms comes new blasters, and quite possibly the biggest new addition to the Silly Shell family is the Yeethammer by Printables designer Spire. But what is the Yeethammer? Yeethammer is a bolt-action, breech-load, silly shell ejecting blaster. With the Silly Shell family, this sci-fi shot blaster can fire an absolute plethora of various ammo types, all at solid performance. Yeethammer files are available on Printables, and hardware and blasters can be acquired by Bears Wares US in the United States and in Australia through Capital 3D. For a list of hardware or more information, visit the links in the description.
LyzaAesthetics has released files for the SPAMF but Mega, an alternative to the SPLH by Gavin Fuzzy Customs. Now you can fire half-length Mega darts using the SPM or Moose magazines. Find links to Lyza's Etsy and compatible mag files in the description.
Misplaced Moose has been hard at work making his 31K short dart Springer pistol into a reskinnable core, a platform around which new pistol blasters can be designed, and to show it off, he's released his first 2 designs built around this system. The H410, based on the original Halo CE Magnum, and the H311, based on the 454 Castle pistol from the Hellsing manga and anime. The core itself is available for free on Google Drive, so you can dig in and make your own designs. According to Moose, with the new core in place, each new design took only 3 days to make, and he plans on making new ones based on weapons from Fallout, Titanfall, and more. Check them out at Moose's mod shop, link in the description.
The first blaster released by Old Fusion Designs to showcase his fly-core system, the Quik, has been upgraded to version 2.0. The Quik 2.0 refines a lot of the original design's components and aesthetics with options like new textured grip, flared magwell, and added side rails. Just like the original, it can be configured from flywheel the world all the way up to band blaster cage geometries, from 6 darts per second up to 30 darts per second, and take either standard angled talons or slim talons. If you're looking to swap over your older Quik to the 2.0, then you're in luck, as the wiring and fly-core assemblies are fully compatible, only requiring you to print the new shell. Files can be had for only 10 USD over on Old Fusion Designs' Etsy page, linked in the description.
Old school NIC, this one's for you. Daniel Beaver, modder and co-creator of the legendary Rainbow Blaster, has brought this classic into a more modern medium. Introducing the Rainfaux. The Rainfaux is a recreation of the old school Rainbow, with the key difference being the vast majority of the parts can now be done via 3D printing. Don't let its simple appearance fool you, the Rainfaux utilizes a full K25 to propel its hopper-fed darts at up to 300 FPS in its full-size configuration, and 240 in its half-sized configuration. Files are available under the public domain on printables, and a fully built Rainfaux can be purchased on Daniel's Etsy for $55 United States dollars. For the full list of hardware and more information, visit the links in the description.
The Sledgefire has been a hobby favorite for quite some time, but its best gimmick also makes it the worst to run at an event. Gunner Leo remedied this with his original Cryptid pump-action conversion, making the blaster clip-fed, allowing for different ammo types as well as faster shots. Now he's updated the files for the barrel to be fully printed and removed the need for PVC hardware, as well as updated the wishbone, making use of a socket head screw instead of a grub screw for individuals that already had assortment kits. Along with the tweaks to the blaster parts, Leo has also improved upon the mega clip design that prevents the darts from getting squished when held in a pouch. All of these changes come with a new assembly guide to make the conversion even easier. Links to the files will of course be down in the description.
While 150 FPS is still considered pro performance, in quite a few places 300 plus FPS is becoming more common, and the demand for blasters that can meet the challenge is growing. Stepping up to this challenge is Springer Perilous by FlipFlopFoamFactory. This Talon-compatible long-draw side mag pump action threaded rod Springer has a quick swap spring cap to change its 11-inch springs and achieve varied FPS numbers, but it is specifically designed to make 300 or 350 plus FPS gameplay as easy and as comfortable as possible. Files are available for free on printables, hardware kits currently available from Foamdemic, with fully built blasters expected soon from them, as well as Foxfire Industries and 3D Blasted Hawaii. Links in the description.
Foam Pro Tour 2024 was the fourth iteration of this tournament if you include the 2022 Dart Zone Pro Tournament as one of them. 7 teams competed this year, including the previous year's champions, Beef Squad. Interesting to point out here is that Beef Squad is actually the first team to win and also return the following year, making it the first possible time that a team could go back-to-back wins in the Foam Pro Tour. However, they're not the only returning teams this year. There are teams like Frumble, Impact Dart League, and Midnight Terrors coming to try and take that first place spot away from them. The game type is Send Zone, as it has been since 2022 for this tournament, and the format was a double elimination bracket. Now, last time I was on this show, I mentioned Frumble was having a hard time getting over the hump for that first tournament victory. Now, last year's FPT, they were the second place team, so they have to feel pretty good going into this tournament that they have a strong chance to get the win. And things played out leading that direction, with them actually ending up in the winners finals against last year's champions, Beef Squad. And in those winners finals, they did in fact knock Beef Squad down into the losers bracket. But the exact same thing happened last year, and not only did Beef Squad fight their way back from the lower bracket to the grand finals, they beat Frumble not once, but twice in the bracket reset to take the victory. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the results from this year. And we see the exact same thing happened. You have to feel for Frumble here, but for Beef Squad, this is an amazing victory. Coming back from the lower bracket finals to win 2 matches in a row, back-to-back years, to retain their championships and become a back-to-back champion is no small feat and a fantastic story for them. For Frumble, they're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer for that first tournament victory, but I'm sure when they do get it, it will be a sweet, sweet victory for them. And in the third place match, we had Midnight Terrors versus Manatee Tactical, with Manatee Tactical taking the win to claim that final podium spot. All in all, it was an interesting tournament, especially in terms of storylines, with, as mentioned, that near carbon copy of the winners finals to grand finals from last year, but also the fact that Beef Squad is a 2-time champion back-to-back, same as now Magic Smoke with the previous tournament, Maryland Foam Tournament. So is that going to continue to be a trend for future tournaments? Are we going to see Red Tide run back RagnarocktoberFest this year and have it be 3 back-to-back champions throughout this year? That would be very interesting, but That's all the time I've got for this one. Next time, California Foam Soft Tournament.
RagnarocktoberFest is officially back, October 11th through 13th, back in San Jose, California at Independence High School, the same venue from 2019. The event promises a 5v5 competition, Blaster Expo, Superstock Games, Mod Party, and the Stalking Dead HVHVZ, though it is not yet shared which events will take place on which days. At this time, the RagFest team is also looking for volunteers, so if you're at all interested in volunteering, there will be a volunteer interest form linked below. For the latest event updates, check out RagnarocktoberFest.com and make sure to join the Discord. Did I mention the theme is cyberpunk? I wore the wrong shirt. Darn it.
Midsummer 2024 is back, blending foam flinging and an old-fashioned family reunion. Starting off with a cookout and blaster swap for the first day. Then the following day brings Night of the Vault Hunters, their Borderlands-themed HVZ game, and finishing it all off with a social hangout on the third day. Dates are set from July 26th to July 28th in Binghamton, New York. Come join the fun at Midsummer and be sure to join their Discord linked below for more info.
TNT Events, who brought you BPOC and a variety of competitive Nerf workshops, are holding a Flag Dash Scrimmage on July 20th at Sports Domain Academy in Clifton, New Jersey. A great event to get some playtime in a competitive but casual and supportive setting, but if you're not in the area, be sure to check out their YouTube live stream where you can catch all the action as it unfolds. Links in the description. XShot appears to have secured a license for Jurassic World, releasing a couple new Skins Menace blasters under their own brand, not Adventure Force, who previously had Dart Zone manufacturing Jurassic World blasters. XShot has also released a Menace themed after the Demon Slayer anime alongside some new Sonic the Hedgehog themed blasters. Also available via Amazon are XShot's Pro Mags, darts, and mag adapters, previously only available with the Pro Longshot, as well as a tactical mask that General Strife found on IceCat's Arabic website. Not Z87 rated, of course.
Dart Zone has listed replacement mags for their Aeon and Nexus Pro X mags on their website. The mags come in translucent orange or purple and retail for 10 United States dollars. Speaking of the Nexus Pro X, Out of Darts has released a quad of springs for the blaster. Each spring lists its diameter and standard FPS deviation and approximates the FPS you can expect. All of them retail for 7 United States dollars. On the topic of the Aeon Pro X, 3D designer GTC Creation has released a pump action kit for the blaster. This kit utilizes 3D printed priming bars, a silly cullet for quick barrel swaps, and just 6 screws for installation. While files are not currently available, completed kits are available over on the GTC Creation Etsy page for 50 United States dollars. According to Buff Daddy and others, Siren Blasters is sending out an email to everyone who pre-ordered their blasters informing them that the Mauler and Blink blasters, as well as the darts and mags, will be delayed. The Gnarl will ship on July 15th as expected, and customers will only be charged for the blasters as they ship with no additional shipping fees incurred. For more information, check the links down below or contact Siren Blasters directly through help@sirenblasters.com. Hasbro has released a Disney Junior blaster, the Spidey Rex Reb Launcher. Interestingly enough, this blaster reprises the proprietary dart seen back in episode 10 on another Disney Junior Spider-Man blaster, these being the only 2 Nerf blasters to fire this dart.
Nathani has released his NP5 SD remix of the Griffin with a cut magwell, completely new handguard, adjusted grip angle, and more. Although it hasn't been thoroughly tested, the files are available for your perusal at their printables page. Spider has released a minimalist upper for the Sweetheart Storm that simply adds a section of pick rail to this AEB. He also offers an easily customizable prime indicator cover. Tinkershot has expanded the Ranger series bolt action cinematic universe with a new higher power Type 21 RS upgrade spring. With a complementary coil constant to stack with other hobby springs, the Type 21 RS offers an easier prime with similar power delivery as K11. Gavin Fuzzy is now offering SBL 2.0 hardware kits, which can be secured by DMing him directly via Facebook. The kits contain a variety of machined parts and will cost around $175 US, with variants for conversion rate fluctuation.
Xbox Games has released a body kit for the BK2S platform on their Etsy. The kit adds a flared magwell and finger stop, modifies the stock, changes the mag release, and the front shroud, all without any cuts to the blaster.
Sillybutts has dropped a few fun extras: comically oversized 3D printable darts with screw tops for use as storage containers, as well as a Vortex disc coaster, new sturdier and easier to print Talon magwell stands for displaying your favorite blasters, and a dummy model of the Dart Zone friction fit scar for testing purposes. Check them all out on his printables. Deadman's Foam has embraced the future and given us the first ever N1 dart Scar. Mating to the end of a 1932 brass barrel, this Scar offers 4 lines of 8-degree rifling for your magical future darts. Get with the times. Multimagination has created a folding N-Strike adapter to make all your favorite N-Strike stocks into folding stocks. Offering both free files on printables and finished adapters via Etsy, the adapter requires only a specific spring and some superglue. Prolific 3D designer Chance has released some 3D printable flippy Nerf targets. They require a modicum of hardware, and they look fun.
This episode, my sights are dialed in on this spectacular Emberstrike mod from Last Conclusion 8630. This Emberstrike is absolutely covered in gnarly work enhancing the organic elements of the Emberstrike, leading to this sickly infested final look. The insides are also modified with a reinforcement to the pump, plunger system, and a spring upgrade. Tremendous work. Well done.
For my community crosshairs, my sights are set on a young community member, FrostStorm, who ran a modding class at her summer camp. After showing a room full of kids how a Maverick works, she set them loose on a pile of them to do penny mods, fiddle with the rotation mech, and do whatever they want, with guidance. For the privacy of those involved, I don't have many images to show you, but I'm told there was hacksawing, basic integration work, and this. Just look at that. I'm telling you, the kids are alright.
My community crosshairs this episode are on Grim Reaper 2458's Selectron Semimatic Strife build. I absolutely love the paint color and weather details, along with the use of vintage badging that some of you might recognize from an old projector. These types of kit-bashing blasters are always a pleasure for me to look over all the small details, and this one is a fantastic example.
For my community crosshair, I'm dialed in on Michael Reeves, who's dialed in on Ludwig's back with that skewer. This TikTok that Ludwig posted from OpenSauce last month is probably the most exposure that Caramel Designs' skewer has ever gotten. Specifically, Sillybutts' longer version, the harpoon. And more specifically, I want to shout out all the hobby folks who attended OpenSauce and showed off their hobby blasters. And most specifically, I want to shout out Kyle of Pink Dragon Tuning, who actually made the harpoon in that video, not Michael Reeves like the title suggests. It's okay, it was a gift, it happens, but now you know. And also, happy early birthday, Kyle.
And that's the news. Massive thanks as always to our contributors, Ko-Fi subscribers, and Discord moderation team. We'll see you on this week's podcast episode where we'll be speaking with 3D designer and mad scientist Domochevsky. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out our merch store and Ko-Fi. As always, be sure to leave a comment down below on how you felt about the video. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another episode. Thanks for watching.
A platform around which in of
Sporting the same styling as the Pro Longshot, the Pro Fury X is a top frame mag-fred primary springer.
This Talon-compatible long draw side mag pump action threaded rod springer has a quip. Come on.
Given its quip squap, I hate this so much.
I can't believe I got through flip flop foam. Misplaced Moose, misplaced. Check them out what the?
Corvaliath. Okay, Corvaliath. That's how we say the name. Okay. What's Corvaliath?
Lightning Eagle. Pick a designer name that's easy for YouTubers to announce. Challenge difficulty level apparently impossible.
Since it's
For the sweep harp, around $175 with variants for conversion.
Hey, bud. Dude, you are huge. Big freaking corgi.
Christ, there's deep boys everywhere.